Hi, my name is Titanya. Welcome to the 5-element challenge for today. And if you are joining, I am going to tell you a little bit about the 5 elements. And for those of you who have been on this challenge, good for you. Keep going. And those of you who are new, you can always go back and repeat on other days. Okay, so the 5 elements. The 5 elements are wonderful. I love them so much, and my sister, my mother, our mother is the one who taught us the 5 elements. We've been really researching the 5 elements in our own personal lives since we were teenagers, and it has helped us with relationships, but it has also helped us to deal with stress. And these exercises that we are going to give you, that our mother created, are going to help with some stress regulation. These exercises will help calm and regulate your emotions so you can deal with stress easier rather than blowing up at your loved ones. So let me tell you, these 5 elements are over 5,000 years old. They are connected to nature itself, and the ancient ones always felt like we as human beings were also had some of these elements within us, and so they mentioned 5 elements that the universe revolves around, and they are water, wood, fire, earth, and metal. And we have each of these inside of us, but when we get stressed, one comes up very strongly, and that is an element that sometimes you go a little crazy in your stress modality with. We all are different, but there is one that is really strong. So maybe you can identify it within these elements and within these emotions that I am going to share with you. All right, so each of the emotions you can do in sequence, but you can also choose one of them when you are in stress to work with yourself, okay? The first exercise we are going to do is an exercise for the element of water. And water relates to the element or the emotion of fear. Fear rules their world. Sometimes with the water, they can go so deep in their own inner life that the depression and the darkness comes down upon them, and they cannot see any way out of that darkness. And so fear is a ruling emotion. They may not even go out of their homes because of that fear. They may not step into a job or a business or going forward because the fear is so great. This exercise that our mother taught us helps with that, and it is called blowing out the candle. So you can do this in a chair, you can do this on your bed, and any way you can for your own body and the way that you move. Here is the exercise, okay? So you can alternate it. So what I like to do is cross my ankles. I like to cross everything because it connects the right and left hemispheres of the brain. And in this way, I'm going to take one hand and cross it over to the opposite knee and the other one to the other knee. So we're crossing our hands. We're going to think of our fear, something in your life that you just have these emotions of fear in, and we're going to think about it, and we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe in, we're going to pull our whole body back, and then we're going to pretend that there is a candle in front of us. We're going to blow out that candle and come into that darkness. All the way down. We're going to breathe in again, breathe in through the nose, and the sound is the sound okay? It really helps move energy through your body. We're going to do that again, but as we breathe out, imagine that the candle is lighting up your darkness. So even if your candle blows out, you light up your darkness. So once again, breathe in. And and you're going to come back to the light. You're going to think about the hope that there is something, of light coming into your life and something of inspiration on the horizon. Let's do it one more time. Blow out that candle. And then you're going to rise up into the light, even bringing the light into both arms all around you, knowing that you can step into this place of trust for your life, that even if you make that step forward, even if you have fear, you just need to do it, because you will get stronger and stronger in life by every step you take. You know this. All right. Okay, so I'm going to stand up for the next exercise, which is the element of wood. So the next element is the element of wood, and wood's emotion is ruled by anger. They can have anger at themselves and anger at the world, anger and frustration at everything. It's pretty ruling their life. And so this is a really good exercise to get rid of that anger inside of you, because what happens is the wood element can pull in all that anger, and then they can get a little bit stiff in their life, stiff in their body, and maybe even organs begin to harden. Their thoughts begin to harden, so they can't see the bigger picture. And that's what they're really good at. They're great at seeing the bigger picture. So you want to get it out of your body. Anger is their ruling emotion. So if you're somebody with this challenge, you may like this exercise. I love it. I love this exercise. So let's take your hands and we're going to rub them together. Gather a little bit of energy, shake it off, and we're going to just put it on our legs. And in this way, you're going to imagine that that energy is running down your legs and connecting in to the earth like roots of a tree. You think of wood, tree, and really strong, like a sturdy tree. Breathe in and out. Now you are going to think of something you are angry or frustrated at. Think of something in your life, and you are going to take it and imagine it with both arms going out to the sides of your body, bringing up those arms and gathering that energy and grabbing it at the top. And we are going to bring it through the central part of our body in front of us with a sound of shh, all the way down. It's almost like saying S-H-I-T, but you just don't. You can if you want to, but you bring down that sound. That's why I like that too. Okay, let's bring it up. Grab onto the frustration. Think of someone or something that you're super angry at, and shh. And one more time, let's do it again. Think of it again. The last little bit of poison. We're going to come down slow and deliberate. Shh. And let it out. That last little bit of poison. And just bring that love back to yourself. Okay, I can go on. I can do this. All right. The next exercise we're going to do is for the element of fire. And fire is an element that I know very much because I am a fire type person. When I get challenged in my stress, I can panic. Panic is that emotion. All of a sudden, everything is happening at once, and I have too many things to do. I am overwhelmed with emotions and everything. Everybody is asking things from me. I'm having to do things. It feels like confusion, and so it's like a volcano that bubbles up and bubbles up and bubbles up, and all of a sudden, usually fires project. They yell, they just don't know what to do, and then they also collapse, and maybe they even cry, and those tears can actually help them. But we want to help our emotions balance and regulate in a better way so we can meet our loved ones. So this is the exercise called taking down the flame. You're taking down that volcanic energy and bringing calm to your system, your nervous system, your whole being, and really it can also lower blood pressure. So let's do it. All right, rub your hands together again, make a little fire, breathe in and out. Open them up to both sides, and we're going to connect our hands at the top, our fingertips at the top, make a little steeple, and then come down, let your breath out with the sound of ha to the top of your head. This is your crown chakra. We are connecting and balancing our chakras, because when you are in this place of panic, they're all wonky. They are not balanced at all. Let's breathe in again. And with a ha, take it down in between your eyebrows to your third eye, which some call it. This is the chakra of intuition. Let's breathe in and skip your throat chakra and take it to your heart chakra. Skipping your throat chakra just helps connect the chakras together. And this heart chakra is all about love and forgiveness and just sending love to yourself. Breathing in again. Take your hands to your belly button with a ha. And diamond shape your hands. And we are going to take your hands all the way down your legs, taking down the flame all the way down to the ground. You can even put your hands on the ground for a moment and just feel the earth. Feel it coming down all the way. And then we're just going to zip up the energies all the way through the central part of our body, from our pubic bone all the way to our top lip. Open it up at the top and then just come back to your heart. So I want to let you know each of these exercises on every single day are going to be a little different, just to give you a little bit of a challenge and maybe something you may want to take with you. But they all do pretty much the same thing, and the base is the 5 elements. Our next exercise is earth element. Okay, so from here, we're already having our hands on our heart. And so let's just move them. We're going to move our right hand down to our spleen organ. Our spleen organ is all about metabolizing. So this emotion is the emotion of worry. We are bringing down the worry, just like a mother who always worries about her children, always worries about her pets, always worries about her spouse. We're bringing down the emotion of worry. There's too much worry for earth elements, and they're not taking time for themselves. The other hand is going to go on top of your elbow and just hold here. It's almost like you are bringing that love back to yourself, because sometimes as an earth element, you're worrying too much about everybody else and not enough for yourself. There's not enough to go around for yourself. So we are going to bring in the sound of shh, a calming shh, to just like rock your inner child, rock the baby. So you are connecting up spleen and triple warmer. Triple warmer is the fight, flight, or freeze. So calming yourself down and just rocking. And rocking is really about calming the nervous system, just like you would do with your own child. Rock. It feels good. Okay, the last exercise and the last element is metal element. The metal element is the emotion of grief. This is the grief for the world. And this is an inner grief. Sometimes with metals, they don't show it on the outside, but there's this kind of feeling of sadness. They really want to help the world. There's this feeling of, kind of sometimes even giving up. What is it all for? And so they can have this kind of underlying grief, and sometimes they can't even find joy within themselves because the grief is so strong. So this exercise that I'm going to teach you, that our mother taught us, is called Connecting Heaven and Earth. This is a really good exercise for stretching your body, because that's what happens when grief comes along. It's all kind of stuck energy. We want to stretch our body, which helps our energies stretch as well. So we are going to rub our hands together, shake it out, and just let's ground. Ground again on our thighs. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And just bring your energies to your hands, making a prayer-like position in front of your heart chakra, in front of your chest. Breathe in and out. And we are going to stretch our hands, one up all the way to the sky as far as you can reach, and one down all the way to the earth. And you are standing in the center, almost feeling like you can do greatness in the world by just touching the earth and the sky. And we're going to breathe out, coming back to center. We're going to breathe in again and hold your breath, reaching up to the heavens, down to the earth, just staying in this place of trust, trusting the universe, letting go. Breathing it out, letting go. That's the counterbalance to holding on to grief. Let it go. Let's breathe in again. Ooh, stretch, hold your breath, knowing you stand in the balance of heaven and earth. And breathe out. Come to your center. And once more, the other side, breathing in and out. And then breathing out, letting it go all the way down to the ground, letting go of anything that is not needed. And then let's just roll up our energies all the way up, all the way out, and then come back to your heart chakra in the middle of your chest, and just release. You know, let's just release with a sound today. A sound. Ooh, there goes a butterfly. We're releasing. That's transformation. Yippee! Thank you, butterfly. That we're going to release with that sound of that's the sound of the metal element. So with your hands on your heart, let's just go letting go of anything that is not needed in your life and stepping in to that place of trust. All right? I am so glad you joined me today. Thank you so much. Good going on the challenge. We'll see you tomorrow.